This is a wash and go that is very much out of the norm for me in particular because it was done by someone else partially. I went to Phyto Universe, which is corporate owned by Phyto Specific, which is a French company that has one salon, the Phyto Universe, here in New York, and then the other one is in France. So I wanted to go there because I'm blown away by the facility, how beautiful, beautifully put together the layout is, and the fact that you, as a client, would, be in your chair and get your hair done and not have to move anywhere. I think it's a beautiful concept, something that I'd like to incorporate. So I wanted to go there to experience it for myself, and yes, I was very happy with overall service. But here we are using a product that I don't particularly use, and it's a product that has silicones in it, so it's not something that I would use on a regular basis. Maybe once in a while if I really wanted to use it. Another thing that's different about this particular wash and go is because I had it done in the salon, the stylist had to do some. I jumped in there and did a good portion of it as well. So we did this together. Her doing it, is different from the way that I approach it. She did not section it. So when you handling this much hair without sectioning it, you're not going to get as much definition because you're not targeting enough of the hair in smaller sections. So that was different. And then because I was out at a salon and it's freezing brick cold here in New York, I had to have my hair dried. I wasn't going to stay there all day and let it air dry because my hair doesn't air dry in an hour or even two completely. So I did have my hair under the hooded dryer for maybe 10 minutes. It wasn't that long. And then I had the ends diffused for less than 5 minutes, I'd say. So that's heat. That's usually something that I don't apply to my hair. So I do have the video showing the day that it was done, day one. I mean, I got a decent wash and go. I mean, granted, I can do a wash and go with my eyes closed and get it perfectly the way I want. This is, compared to the last wash and go I had, which was beautiful textures, this is much better. And I'm going to give you a 360 so you can see in comparison what this definition looks like. This Phyto Specific gave me a really soft hold. It was such a soft hold that when I took it down from the overnight stretching technique, the tight bun, it came cascading down very easily. There was no stickiness. You can feel just how full it was, even though it was flat. But you know me, I'm going to fluff it out using my Q-Redo. So that's what I did, which was a very simple task. The fullness that was already there, the softness, helped to make this very easy. And then after fluffing it out with the Q-Redo, I continued to style it with my fingers right here until it was exactly where I wanted it to go. And then, of course, it got even fluffier throughout the day. Here's a photo of later that evening, which was day 2. I didn't think it would last the entire week, but I was going to have to, help it out. And I did. I helped it out in the front where there was very little definition, but that's typical even with the other finishers that I've used. And even Echo Styler, I've had to go back. These 2 sections in the front, especially this section right here, does not like to absorb product first go round. It's very resistant. But of course, even more resistant is my low porosity section, right? So back here, I like the way that Phyto Specific handled, defining their low porosity section. So overall, I'm pleased, with this wash and go. It was very full from the very beginning, and because when she applied it, she didn't get to the root exactly the way that I would have. So it was very fro-ish right here at the root. But she put a net on my head, and I was put on the hooded dryer, so it kind of laid this down. So it wasn't so big, on the top, and I knew it was going to get bigger. But yeah, this was So the more frizz you have, the bigger the hair is. So it's not so bad to have frizz. It's just targeted frizz really helps the hairstyle. So this is something I would consider, dealing with a product does not have as silicones in it. So I'm going to keep reviewing different products to see the outcomes. But this is really something that I thought was beautiful. And I'll share what it looked like, on day 2. I didn't take pictures every single week, but wherever I have some other pictures, I'm going to show you. But this was a fun wash and go outcome, and one that I did not anticipate going the distance, a full 7 days.
Phyto Professional Strong Sculpturing Gel had good definition, very little elongation, less on moisture retention than the other finishers. It did absorb and it had a soft hold. There was a little bit of flaking that I barely remember. There was lots of frizz, which led to a beautiful style actually. The fragrance was like flowers, and then it had a soft, fluffy finish with absolutely no crunch. If you're not subscribed already, may as well go ahead and subscribe. And then also, if you are on any of the social media platforms, please remember you can connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Thank you for watching.